Hi guys, as you may know by now, I love making videos. I like to take you along on our trips and have you experience what we did and do that in an entertaining way. But when you're alone on the bike, you have all the time in the world and you can stop and arrange the shots and everything. But on a trip like that with more people in the group, it's not that easy to make it all about video making. I have to make the videos on the go. So therefore it's extremely important for me to have a minimalistic and quick way to use the cameras. So I'll show you what I use for the entire movie series that we did, and excluding the drone because that's a bit separate. We stop and we take a drone shot. But other than that, I have 3 cameras that I use. First and foremost, of course, on the helmet I have the helmet cam, and this also is connected to microphones inside the helmet, so I can hear, so you can hear the intercom and those sounds. So yeah, that's a quick camera to just start when something happens. Secondly, here I have also my main beauty cam to make the normal video shots and vlogs and everything, and that's the iPhone. But currently it's here. So I have the iPhone 13 Pro, and it's really quick to just get it up and film whatever back again. And the third camera that I use is the Insta360. A full trip with only helmet cam and the iPhone would be a bit limited and boring. So the 360 allows me to get some additional angles and also get things on camera that I would otherwise miss, and perhaps I didn't notice it until afterwards when editing the movie. So I have it normally here on the bike on the rack. So I'm riding, I have this big record button here, so I can just pull it up like this, extend it, and there's a very visible light here. Blue when it's starting, now it's blue, and now it starts blinking red, which means I'm recording. So, as you may know, a 360 camera now captures everything in the whole sphere here. So I don't have to aim this camera at all. I just have to turn it on and put it in a spot somewhere where I think it will have an interesting angle. And afterwards, I can decide what to have a look at. And also in the dark valley where we rode, that amazing cliff canyon ride that we did there, I had the high quality GoPro helmet cam, of course, but then having the 360 filming also allowed me to pan around and really get sort of the views of the place that we were riding. And now Insta360 offered me to try this next version, X3. I have the X2, which I used on the latest series, and this is the X3 now. And I'm interested in that because I'm going to keep using the 360 in the way, especially on these kinds of trips. And I'm interested to try it out because the next version should be better. And why do we want it better? Because yes, there are flaws on or setbacks in a way using a 360 camera. The main setbacks on using 360 like this is it has very high resolution for the whole sphere because it's filming everything at once. It have 5.7K or something like that. But what you're using actually, when you're producing the videos later, you're only going to take a little slice, a little frame of that sphere. So 5K for the whole thing, but what you're actually getting is much lower. And you can see that in the videos. You don't get as much detail when you crop it like that. On a GoPro you get it has 4K, but on this field of view, on this frame, so it has much more resolution for the images that you use. Also, downside is the lenses. They are spherical and on the outside, of course, but they really touch anything. It doesn't matter how, if you place it somewhere, it's going to touch the lens. So you have to make sure that when it's not fastened like this, I don't have any protection on it when I have it on the bike like this, but as soon as I take it off, I have to cover it. Otherwise, if I drop it or anything, always on the lens. Also, a GoPro is very easy to wipe off. If you get water or whatever on it, you just with your glove, shoop, and it's good again. It's a bit harder to clean the lenses on this one, because so I always have a rag that I can just go like this and so on, but it's not easy to do with your gloves on. So that's the main things actually that I think. Also, the image quality can be a bit better, because this guy has a super tough job. A normal camera like the one filming now only have to care about the frame that we're filming and compensate for all the lights and make a good image. But this one has to make sure that the whole sphere has a good lighting and compensate for that part. That's where the sun is, and here we have shadows. That's a much tougher job. So what I hope from the new X3, it does not have higher resolution, so I cannot get more detail in the images, but it has a larger sensor than the old one. My main hope is that this will deliver some more colors and more vivid video. The downsides, other downsides that I mentioned, cannot be really remedied, like the lenses, hard to wipe, easy to hit something with the lenses. It is what it is, and I've learned to handle it that way. I also have this motorcycle mount, so this is the stick that comes with it, so I can extend it and everything. But this part is the mount is part of the motorcycle bundle, so you can get the camera with the motorcycle bundle. Of course I did. So a common place where I put it also is on the handlebar, like this. So when I don't use it, I have it like this, and I ride around, and yeah. And then when I want to shoot something, I can just lift it up a little bit. I can put it over here. Just make sure it doesn't interfere with the steering. And also sometimes I put it down like this and extend it out here like that and really tighten it. That way I can get the front of the motorcycle when I'm riding. That's a cool shot in my opinion. Okay, so let's go out for a ride, test both cameras, and then back to the studio and look at the results. So there we have it, the two cameras side by side, and yeah, the X3 has a little bit more vivid colors and dynamic range, I think, due to the larger sensor and stuff like that, but the resolution is the same, so you cannot zoom in more or get more detail as it is. You can connect to the X3 with Bluetooth microphones and things like that, so you have the possibility to get some cool audio on there also. I usually film with a GoPro with the intercom and microphones at the same time as the 360, so that I can combine them. So I think it's a great complement to the cameras when you're sort of on the road video maker that don't have the possibility to jump off your bike and arrange the shot very often. And now a little bit about how to actually get this footage onto your computer and into your videos, because there's an extra step. So let's do a little super quick tutorial about that if you want. Let's start the 360 software. We can close this. These are my files locally now. So all I need to do is just drag all the files onto here. Okay, so here we have the video, and I can zoom in and I can zoom out, and yeah, too balloony. Things look strange, so you have to zoom in a bit, and here you get some nice shots. But as you can see, I cannot zoom in too much because the details will be a bit pixelated. But it's quite good anyway, thinking about it's the full sphere here. And so I can start here. I set a little keyframe here, and I can start from here and just, and if I want to do something else, I may want to pan a little bit. I create new key points here, and I can also move ahead a bit here and move completely around and have a look there. Keep on going. I can have a look at the ground if I want to. Yeah, so I can go pretty much anywhere here, and now I continue. Like so. And when I'm done, I set up a folder to export it to. Robert Desktop, yeah, that's good enough. Full bitrate and resolution and everything, and start export. So now I can go over and look at the other. It's exporting in the background. Actually, we could have a look at that. Let's see. Here's the final result that I exported now. Like so. And I'm panning around like this. And back up to myself again. So that's that, the Insta360, and you'll see it in most of my upcoming videos, I guess, when we're riding and so on, because I think it's fun. So be careful out there, ride safe, don't do anything stupid, as my friend Everything Tenere puts it. See you in the next one.